Welcome back, guys. In the last video we talked about the population and the effect on the living standards and its link with the Malthusian trap. Remember that the Malthusian trap was before the capitalist revolution that took place in the middle of the 18th century in Britain, and it followed in all other countries after that. Now we are going to discuss the Malthusian trap and the long-term economic stagnation. First of all, we need to know that technology, we discussed in the last video what was the effect of the technology, and we came that technology actually affects in a way that there is an increase in population. I'm using this INC, but you guys need to use full form. So increase in population, but the income, the real income, remains the same. So it's important to know that change in technology, if it's not permanent, it means that there is only a small change in technology which came in different countries before the capitalist revolution. So the population used to increase, but the real income remained same, or even sometimes they fall, and that is the reason why down the years population has increased, especially in China and India. And it is important to know that population has increased, but it's a fact that all those years population increased, but real income remained same and even fell in some countries due to some other reasons, such as some plague or some cholera in India, etc. And now I'm going to show you this graph which will justify my claim that population has increased down the years, and this years are actually from all those 13th or 14th century to this 16th to 17th century, and this was all the time of the Malthusian trap. And this graph will justify that the whole world was in some kind of a trap. And you can see that as the population increased down the years, there were different reasons for that. One of them was technology, but you can see that population has increased, and it has an inversely proportional relationship with the real wages, and it justifies that as the population increases, the living standards of people fall and the real wage index decreases. Sometimes during the years there has been an increase in real wage and population, which can only be justified by some technology change which came during the years, so the population also increased with the real wages. However, it always had a negative impact in the long run. As you can see that from 1320 to 1330 it increased and the population decreased, but the real wages increased. However, with time the population decreased but real wages also decreased. So something really happened from this time, which actually some disease, or actually which not only killed the people but also the real wages fell, because the living standards declined as a result. So there are lots of reasons, but it can easily be said that the Malthusian trap, that this graph justifies that we were in a trap, and that trap we call it as Malthusian trap, and we could not escape from until the capitalist revolution. So this graph justifies the claim that we were in a trap, and that trap can be seen that the population has increased but real wages have fallen. Population increased due to increase in technology, but real wages means that your real income has, and your living standards actually have fallen during all these years. And even if they have increased during the years, then the population has actually fallen. So the same impact is that overall we were in some sort of a trap, and this is a justification of it. And even if there is any confusion that comes, you guys can look at this graph, which shows that the real wages, if compared with 1850s when actually the capitalist revolution took place, taking that as the base year as 100, we can see that we achieved this 100 in 1420s or 30s. However, the real wages have remained the same even though population has changed during the years, and this shows that we were in a trap from 1300 to 1600. So you guys can easily see that the real wages in the long run have remained quite constant, and however there has been change in population which was explained by increase in technology. However, the living standards remained the same and we were in sort of a trap. We can say quite safely that when the real wages actually increased at these points, the population actually should have fallen. Population fall, and this is also part of the trap that when population falls, the real wages increase and the living standards increase. So it's not something like we had any chance of escaping at this point at around 1400s. It was just that the population fell due to different reasons, and the real wages increased. However, as you can see in the long run, the people wanted more children. As a result, they again fell lower, and as a result, in 1600s we came back to the same point at 60 of the index, which shows that we remained in a Malthusian trap during all these years. I'm finishing my video here, and I will talk about the escape and the explanation of why Malthusian economics fails to explain the escape. So let's talk in the next video.